look at rent it. Rent it. What are the pros? What do y'all think the pros are of renting? You know, feel free to answer. I'm hearing you. What are the pros of renting? Let's be honest. So let's get going. First of all, you have the freedom to be mobile. I know some people that have decided that every 2 years they want a different, location. It is what it is. There's some people who travel who don't want to be bogged down to one place, and they might want to, let's take, for example, perfect example, the welcome stamp visitors who are coming to our shores. The fact that they can get up so easily and move around the world means that they're probably staying in locations for 6 months to a year. I'm done with that. I am moving on. Right? Now, freedom to be mobile. We also have those who are excited because there are fewer upfront costs and paperwork. Now, keep in mind, I'm seeing some of you raising your hands, but do me a big, big favor. Write down your questions and come at me at the end. And don't worry, I have it all handled for you, right? Fewer upfront costs and paperwork. Think about it. When you're renting someplace, let's say the $1,200 apartment, what are you parting with? $1,200 for the first month's rent and $1,200 for the security deposit. That's it. You might decide to, change out the stove at that point in time. Okay, so you buy a stove. But for the most part, you're able to control the cost, and they're fewer upfront. Look at this one. You're not responsible for repairs and maintenance. Can I get an amen? A to the men. You call the landlord. Yeah, something leaking up there. Fix it. Fix it, Jesus. You don't even second guess it, right? Fewer repairs and maintenance for you to handle. Some leases might specify that, okay, if it's in the range of washers and light bulbs, that's all at you. But for the most part, something going on with the solar water heater. Hello, Mr. Landlord. You could come and sort this out. Mr. Landlord is on speed dial for everything. What do we have next? No property taxes. I know you, like me, feel that we are taxed to high heaven. We don't want more taxes. You don't have to deal with land taxes. As a tenant, that's the last thing on your mind because that is the landlord's duty. And then we have here no house expenses per se, except, as I said, if you want to change out your own furniture. All right, so let's keep going. The cons of renting. And you see them there. Imagine you call your 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in, I don't know, Wanstead. You're home away from home. You've been there for 7 years. You're loving it. And then you get that call. We have sold the house, ma'am. You have 1 month to vacate. What? You forgot that when you signed the say, I can give you 1 month's notice. Not only that, keep in mind that COVID isn't going to be here forever. Landlords are going to be like, okay, COVID done. I want back my $1,500 rent going up from 3 months from now. So that's the reality. You can't transform your property to your taste. Although some people do it, I know some people that when they move in, unbeknownst to the poor landlord, they change out the hardware in the kitchen, the knobs, because they have to make it feel like home. But the reality is you can't change out all the major tiles and fittings and all that to really make it you. The cons, you might move multiple times, as we were discussing, because of different situations or your finances changing, or you now working in the north, you might decide to move your location of accommodation based on that. You don't build equity. What does that mean? That's just a fancy word to say you don't own nothing. You put in your money every month and you're helping the landlord pay his mortgage. None of that house or apartment comes back to you. And there are no tax breaks. Once you're doing your civil obligations and filing for taxes, there's no way on any form really that you can put down, this, that, and the other, give me back my money. So that is rental. Those are the pros and cons.